testing this out. Oh. In the basement. Let's see it work. Oh, it's working. But no one's here. Hebrew, what up? I'm gonna put the link. We're in the infamous basement. Knock it off. What do you mean? People are coming in. We're in the basement. We're in the MV cap layer. Okay, I'm no one. Cool. I don't know what you mean, bro. But yeah, if you want to join the stream, click the link in the comments. Oh wow, we're 8 people. It's good for 2 a.m. on a Sunday. On a Monday, actually. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll actually remember to actually highlight the comments so you'll see your comments as I read them. I'm just gonna read them. Yeah, I haven't got over my cough yet. It sucks. It's just like a minor cough. I just have a shit ton of cough drops that I take. So, maybe we could review catches. Thinking of reviewing a catch. Oh, if anyone wants to call, I'm gonna dox MV Cat's phone number. Call 774-285-1761. That's 774-285-1761. That's prank call me. You know, you can use any kind of voice. Hellraiser 666, loser Chomo in mommy's basement. Well, I haven't talked to my mom in about a year, so I don't know. Yeah, you can get a shout out. Ben Snyder, you got a shout out. Yeah, no, don't ban him. Well, actually, just don't I mean, you can say things, whatever. You just don't repeat it where it's it would affect other people's speech, you know? Southwest Press. Southwest Press.
I'm rating your screen.
Oh. Hold on, my audio's not good.
Hey, hold on. I have my Bluetooth.
Is my audio going crazy?
Is that better?
My audio good?
Shit. Is that better? The audio?
Yeah, my hat's trademarked. Someone has my hat's trademarked. Yeah, so he's the next catcher. He's gonna be the next catcher. Southwest Press.
Let's see, I think of a name.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think of a new name. Southwest Pred Catcher or Southwest Pred Patrol.
Yeah. You can always make a branch of MV Cat.
Yeah.
Van Hunter.
Yeah. Southwest.
The Van Hunter.
The Van Hunter. The Van Hunter.
I was like, we got a branch now.
Southwest MV Cap.
I mean, I'll let people use the name. I just didn't think another person would want to use the name.
Yeah.
It's like Tim Pool wearing the same winter hat indoors. I don't know. I just do it because my hair is always a mess.
And mine is too. I cut my hair. I had long hair, like back to the 80s, Motley Crue style. And
I saw Tim Pool. I always saw Only because like I was like they said I look like him, whatever. I checked him out actually, and I saw him. He got like really, like angry with someone. I just don't like respect people that like get angry in debates or whatever. So I saw that.
Yeah.
I don't like Deadpool from what I saw. From what I saw. Envy crap. Oh, what's up? Envy crap.
Hey Ryan. Hey Ryan. I'm gonna let's play a little game here. So I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. And you gotta answer them
Okay.
as fast as possible. Okay. What's your favorite kind of music? Genre wise.
That's a tough one, bro. Somewhere between like rock and rap. That's a really tough one. Almost like can't answer between rock and rap. I have to flip a coin.
Rock. Favorite kind of rock.
Like Disturbed. Like they're good. It's like all kinds of. I'll also Spotify playlist. I'll show you. I don't know. The like Eminem rap.
That's
Let's
not rock.
all be calm. Look at my picture. Do you know me?
Green
Do I
Day.
know you? Wait, I don't think I know you. Should I know you?
Who? Put my
Who is
picture.
that guy? Should I know you?
Envy crap. Envy crap. Oh, what? Envy crap.
Wait, this is weird.
Oh man, my hair's all screwed up. I took it off out of the ponytail. Now it's like a hippie long stocking or some shit.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have thought that was Hebrew. I thought that was like. I would never think that would be Hebrew. Oh. Oh, no, I have no idea that was Hebrew at all.
Is that who it is?
I thought it was like a military person. I was like, who do I know, bro?
Uh-huh.
First rule of live streaming: shut off the TV in the background. It makes it hard to hear. Sorry, Titiana. Oh, well, I wondered like who is the profile picture in the profile picture? I know for like there was one before and then there was one now. They didn't look like they're the same person. I wasn't sure.
Who, me?
No, Titiana.
Oh.
Tatiana.
Oh.
Hato. All right. Oh, we got 18 people coming in. I see 2 child predators on my screen. How are we child predators?
How do I change my name?
You can say crazy shit, but you just gotta back it up. I mean, this is like like you're not gonna get banned. There's a what's a free speech, but you just gotta back it up.
Yeah.
That's it, or it won't look good.
No, I mean, like, how do I change my name? Like, through
Yeah,
Google or what?
bro. Yeah,
Southwest Envy Cat. How's that sound?
Southwest what?
Southwest Envy Cat.
I'll take it. MV
Sounds
Cap
good.
Southwest.
Envy Cat Southwest. Oh, I already got Southwest as like a first name though. Southwest Envy Cat. You know what I
Alright,
mean?
yeah.
Because they already typed Southwest, and then yeah, I'll do
Southwest MV
the
Cap.
all caps. That'd be cool. I have to figure out how to change it though. My son-in-law probably knows how. He's good.
Man, I don't even know. That's my picture. Wow.
Like,
Yeah, because I'm
yes, if
bad
I
at
change.
recognizing pictures apparently.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. Locksmith said he'll do editing for me.
Oh,
If I can get like a new intro, like a new, I gotta figure out a new picture on the timeline. And the bottom picture is me with the band called. They were famous in the '80s, and I gotta change that.
how many
But
pedophiles have I caught? Well, MVCap. Well, I've been on 18 catches, but MVCap has done 10 catches. So last one was a 10th catch for 10.
Was that last one the one that you're with Web Prez or whatever?
Yeah, the last one was that one like that was outside. The young kid, he was like 21. He was 21.
Yeah, that was a good
Um,
one. That was. I think that's the one that Alex went on live afterwards or something, and he's like, "Man, get him to 1,000 now."
no,
Because that was like,
that was actually the one before that one.
oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good though. It was
And
good.
that one, the last Asian guy, it was like 2 in a row for some reason. Um,
Yeah,
the guy had glasses. That guy got
yeah.
arrested on
You did.
MVCap information. He got arrested.
Oh,
So yeah,
I
so if you look,
missed.
yeah, so if you look up the new title of the video, it'll say updated arrested. The new catch. Yeah,
Oh, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch
yeah,
that. Oh no way! How
yeah.
did
We
I
got
miss,
arrested.
dude?
Yes. And they said it
That's
was
your.
all
Oh
based on
yeah,
an article.
that's your first. Everybody was talking about that's your first arrest. Everybody was going all over the internet talking about Indy Cat got his first arrest. Okay, that was it.
Yeah,
Man.
our first known arrest. Known arrest.
Yep.
Chet
Good job.
Goldstein. Yep.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Like we have like a different approach to it. I mean, I have like a different approach to it, but it's just it's like people kind of think like you know that some reason like my approach is like lacking of um like another approach, but it's just its own thing.
Yeah.
PP Ryan's Black and Mild collection. I almost want to make you a mod for that account. I've made accounts like that mods. Yeah, Black and Miles. I can only vape. It's like my coughing is just like bad. I don't know. I only vape
Me
now.
too. Even from vaping, especially in the wintertime. I mean, it doesn't get as cold down here as it does up there, but it still gets cold.
Yeah, it's like I kind of like would argue that the skill, the magic of the catch is what you're supposed to do is try to get the most information with less
Oh,
coercion.
oh, of
That's what
course.
I would say that's what I say the measure is. So if you're kind of like doing things that are
Yeah,
debatably coercion, it's almost not even worth the information you're getting. So just like as much
exactly.
information per as little to no coercion as possible. And I don't know, that's literally the goal. Like
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. That's what I was saying earlier. You nailed it. You nailed that. That's absolutely right.
yeah,
Because you got to get them to incriminate themselves. That's one word I haven't heard personally. I have not heard that from any predator catcher. Is the word the I mean the idea is there, and they'll tell the police we're trying to get him to admit it. But they need professionally they should say, we're trying to get them to incriminate themselves, which is what they do. Without coercion.
yeah.
Professionally, they should say, we need to
Oh my god.
themselves, which is what they do. Who's
Do we
that?
got oh I think you have
Who
some background noise, Hebrew.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me fix that.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
is
Yeah,
that
some background noise. But yeah,
Heber?
yeah,
Oh.
he says the audio should have fixed. Oh, I mean, can you
Well,
vote?
anyway, this debate, I know that's what you want.
Are
Oh
you gonna?
no, mediator. I'll be the mediator. I'm
I'll
not doing
debate.
the debate.
Forget debate
I'll
topic.
be the
Forget debate
mediator.
topic. Let's go.
Hey, how many people's in chat? I can't see chat, just so chat knows. I can't see chat, unfortunately.
Don't matter.
Yeah, I mean
Numbers
that's
are numbers, bro.
yeah, I mean that's
Who
the
do we
thing
have
though. I
in
mean
chat?
like if MVCap were to just kind of like do what the chat was telling me to do, then I would just be like a clout chaser. You know what I mean? Like I would be doing it for what people want to see. Like
Cloud
and
chasing hoes, but
Wait, is your
that's not
name
me.
Randy or
oh, what's up,
whatever?
Tatiana?
Yeah, I've been using the decoy name as Rami Eldono. Literally, I'm trying to like make it fly. I'm gonna
Yeah.
like make my YouTube name. I'm making my decoy name Rami. Then they'll say ask my last name, and I'll say Eldono. I don't think it's just like a Spanish name. It's been Rami for a while.
Hey, if you guys want to donate, go to your local St. Jude hospital and donate there, please. Thank you. There we go.
Fool rat too. Fool rat too. I'm gonna send the link.
Brian, I'm fucking waiting, dude. What are we debating?
Oh,
Oh
here?
yeah.
Red Hood's in the house.
I think we should debate whether Redhead should join the stream or not.
What's
Red
something
Hood
that we
in the
what's something
house.
that
I was
we
binge watching some
disagree
Red
on?
Hood last
Yeah.
night. I think it was. I was
Alright.
binge watching some Red Hood.
Yeah, well,
Like-
which would be? Well, how about you pick the topic? Yellow's cuck. He's coming in.
How about I pick the topic?
Ta, ta, ta.
All right, I can't stay here for long because I have a fucking final project due tomorrow that I haven't even started yet. So
Thank
I'm just kind
God.
of here to stay high.
Oh,
How is
Hi.
everyone?
Hi.
I'm back
There
in
you
the
go.
basement, so
Oh yeah, you're
That's
back in the
pretty good.
basement. Yeah. Yo, so
Yeah.
I mean, yo, Christmas came early. Rami's Tesla got destroyed.
Whoa,
I saw
what?
that. Got in a car accident.
Yeah, his Tesla. He got in a
Yeah.
car accident.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
I
I
don't
saw
wish
that
people
video.
to.
I saw
Hopefully,
Yeah, like,
yeah,
I don't
he's
wish people
fine.
to have
Yeah,
car
I'm glad.
accidents.
I'm
but
glad he's fine, and I'm also glad that his Tesla is no more.
I'm just saying, damn, that just
Yo,
like a
this
fuck
guy,
though.
yo,
He's just gonna get insurance money and upgrade to a better one. So I wouldn't even
No,
trip.
but like whenever karma comes for this guy gets it hard. I mean,
Like
that's what it looks like. He seemed torn up about it, honestly.
I'll even give him the extra money if he needs it to get a better model, bro. Hit me up. I'll send you the donos, Rami.
what
The
he's about.
donos.
Maybe somebody he's not. I mean, how old's Rami? What, 27, 28?
26.
I'm older.
He's just
Yeah.
a baby boy.
I mean, look, I'm 46. I'm 46, okay? I remember being 26. He acts like he's 15, 16 years old. Seriously.
He thinks he's still in high school. He thinks all like
Exactly.
being popular matters. He thinks like the
Exactly.
material things matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like while his car was being towed away, like he shamed the guy that ran into him, like, oh, you driving $1,000 car driving into my Tesla, like
Exactly, dude.
shit like that.
No, he
That dude's
did
smart.
not.
He saved his money. That dude's
Bro,
smart.
like
He saved his
he
money.
almost ran someone over. He almost killed someone, and then as he's driving away, he just yells out the window. He's like, "You're lucky
Yeah.
my Tesla has auto brakes, you fucking moron."
I saw that. Yep, I saw that. Yep. He blames. Everybody's always the victim. I'm sorry. He's always the victim.
It's never his
He's
fault.
always the victim. My bad.
It's
Yeah.
never his
It's
fault.
always-
Yeah.
If it's not his fault, he won't pay anything in insurance. Like he'll make out.
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
he'll pay
they'll
the
just have to see
deductible.
whose fault it is, and if it is his fault, then he's fucked. Which it most likely is. Have you seen how he's been driving lately? Ever since he got exposed,
Mm-hmm.
yo, this guy's life is on a downward spiral. He is spiraling out of control. Karma is coming for him from all angles.
Is he
And-
taking a lot of blues?
Hey, who knows? That's not for me to say. I'm not gonna go out here saying stuff that I'm not completely sure of. But what I am completely sure of is that this guy's life is spiraling out of control, and I am here to watch the car wreck. I am here.
Well, we love you too.
Yep.
How you been, bro? I missed you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Wait, you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. I know you've been busy.
No, yeah. Schoolwork. It's just
Oh, right on.
bunch of schoolwork. I'm about to get off like right now because I have to finish some schoolwork.
Oh yeah. Anytime you want to. What's up?
Yeah, stop in my live, bro. I don't see you very much anymore.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll do. As
Don't
soon
be
as
afraid.
I get this shit done.
Right?
All right, man.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Later, up.
Peace out, dude.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah. So someone gotta pick a debate topic. Pick a debate topic.
I'm over it, dude.
All right.
come on. I'm ready to mediate.
We don't
Yeah.
disagree on anything.
Politics, sports,
I don't know anything about sports.
laws,
Yeah, I don't think we would disagree on much. That'd be
You too.
worthwhile, actually.
censorship.
Like me and Ryan are the type we're holding hands, like skipping off in the sunset. Like we don't give a fuck, bro.
That's so sweet.
Ryan's the homie.
So who's the top and who's the bottom? Come on, spit it out. Come on.
Well, it's
come on.
nothing sexual. It's just friendship.
Well, why'd you throw that into it, bro? Like, wait, you took like Skip of the Sunset and turned it into something horrible. What's up with that?
Is WGW now white
Something
American
back
Sunday? I
shit.
guess so.
What?
Turned Brokeback Mountain shit. Oh my gosh.
My guy. Can't be doing this, my guy.
Dude, I can go through. I'll go through all of mine real quick, just because you said that.
Basura.
There's that
I got
one.
you a trash can more than I got in your life.
There's this one.
Oh wait. Did you see? Wait, I have a question, Southwest Press. Did you hear when I kind of found info on Rami, whatever, long story. But when it kind of someone asked about it in chat, and he went off on MVCap. He said MVCap can suck my dick. Did you see that?
Oh, he
It's
always
so
says that shit. Yeah, he's
No,
like,
no,
he's
no.
always,
It was hilarious. He had like an African accent or something when he said it.
oh,
And it was
it's
just like,
African American.
yeah, he was like, you can suck my dick. You can suck my
I'm
dick.
pretty sure I saw that. I didn't watch all this stuff. I mean, I watch it for entertainment purposes and for other reasons. The clip, But anyways, yeah. I was actually pretty concerned that somebody was gonna, happen. Honestly, seriously, the Hudson especially. I was like, oh boy, this is not good.
How do I download my military? How do I download all my military photos on here?
Here's the thing. Oh, NBCap. Here's the thing, everybody. A vigilante. We're not vigilantes. None of us are. He was borderline vigilante. Vigilante
Handicap.
takes the law into their own hands.
I don't
We
know.
are simply investigative journalists spreading awareness, etc. We're not vigilantes. So if anybody tries to say that, you're not a vigilante.
Yep.
Just remember that, because that
Yeah,
seems is
And something that like a cop they'll say is like, isn't this something that police should be doing? And I would respond with, no, please don't do stories on online predators. That's my response.
exactly, yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, because they'll try to trip you up on stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's true. Like I hate that. I literally hate that word so much that it's like I feel like it's almost half my motivation to almost do this. It's like I want to protect the legitimacy of this,
I see it in you that you legitly, and I love this about Ryan Lindy Cap here, is you legitly want change, literally in DC change, that type of change. And that's what we all want,
Yeah.
And you're
You want
motivated,
change? What? You want change for $1? I mean, I think I got quarters. Hang on.
Yeah.
Ryan, I'm kidding, dude. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. I'm gonna mute up and shut the fuck up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say.
Ryan, yeah. I love you, Ryan. You're like my homie. Dude. Let's see, what are we doing here, dude?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Should we view a catch or something? View MVCap catches?
You want to do a catch?
Are the catches? Yeah, let's just do a catch. Oh, well, actually, I haven't. I haven't. Did you know my new idea that I have? That I'm gonna be putting in my catches.
What's that?
Oh.
So,
What?
something gave me an idea, and I already told Southwest Press about it. But they kind of said a lot of stuff about how I don't have predators calling their family and all that, and that's because I don't want to have any coercion. I've already went into that to an extent. But I still think I want to capture the value of hearing a third party, real person react to the situation outside of MVCap. So what I would do is I wouldn't have them call anyone, and I wouldn't even attach it to us being obligated to gather the information or whatever, it would be like this. It would be my personal request if you just hear what a real person would say, and then I would call maybe even you, Hebrew, like or anyone in the stream. Like I'll kind of want to start with the main people that I know, and then work my way into maybe like putting it into like some membership thing, but whatever it is, and then you'd hear like a real person say their piece, and it would be like this kind of a similar thing, but I wouldn't see that in any violation with MVCat because I'm not like doing anything to the privacy. It's not a privacy issue because like if family member gets a phone call, they don't know how to react, and then it could be like if the predator is identified, and then you find that they're calling the mother or the father, then that person gonna get identified. Their privacy is kind of in violation. So like there's no privacy violation doing it this way because they know they're calling in.
That's a good idea, Ryan.
So you'll hear phone calls on catches, but it just won't be exactly that way.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah.
I think the only thing not the only thing I'm concerned about. Well, yeah, I'll talk to you about in private on the phone, Ryan. But yeah, we just need to figure out a couple of things, and I got the GoPro Hero 7. It's a silver one, like the middle tier. Brand new. I haven't even used it yet or anything. I mean, my daughter and I were just kind of fiddling with it. That's about it. I hope that's going to be kind of cool. The only thing is, I don't know how the audio is going to be. If I should get the audio synced from the phone to the the video of the GoPro or what? I don't know yet.
Well, I separate them. Like I what I do is I live stream it, and then the GoPro. Like I don't mix the two. I just have the GoPro going and the live stream. Like I don't.
Kind of a sensitive subject. My GoPro, my 9 Black that I just spent $500 on, got stolen out of my car like a month ago.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I heard about that. That sucks.
Yeah, fuckers they just went right into my car at Safeway and fucking stole it.
They're not cheap, man. Those things are not cheap.
I want to go all the way to Oregon and catch them, and then I'll be like, "Hey, we caught them. We're here to meet." Yeah. Yeah, how about what we'll do is we'll put on all the dating apps, right? A picture of a GoPro, and then just naturally they'll swipe right on the GoPro, and then they'll show up to meet the GoPro, right? And then we just catch them in the act, and they'll be like, "There's no GoPro, you fucking," so that we have reason to believe that you stole Hebrew's GoPro. So what the fuck are you doing? Is that like a good idea? And then we'll just steal the GoPro or whatever money off of them that would be up to the GoPro, then give it to you.
Nice.
All right, that's what we're gonna do.
I bought a little cheap one, like a $60 one. It's all right, but it's nothing like my GoPro. I miss it so much.
Hey, how much of those glasses that the Musa and Anxiety War I know has those too? Those camera glasses?
No, they're like $40. You can get them on Amazon for like $40.
That's it?
Yeah, for like the decent ones too.
I don't mix it to Confucius 2021. I don't mix it to Confucius 2021.
I think PP Toronto uses those too.
Yeah.
I like PP Toronto, but I don't like hiding stuff behind a paywall. I don't like that.
Yeah. I kind of have an issue with Justin Payne too, because one, he kind of goes by the name Vigilante, and also he'll like go on their car, and it looks bad, and like I mean it's not like it's almost kind of like to the line where I'm not totally against him at all. It's not like he's like Rami or anything, but it's like I can see like largely he like genuinely cares about it, but it's like just a couple things where I'm just like,
I agree.
I don't know.
Other than that, I love Justin Payne. He's a good guy, and and PB Toronto, same thing. I just wish he would get out of that behind the paywall thing. I know
Yeah.
that it was necessary for a while. I get that for the COVID thing and everything going on and censorship. I get that, but it's time to come back out of that. You know.
Yeah, I decided the way I'm gonna do it is like kind of frame it where, like how a nonprofit would work is the more you
Yeah.
kind of would pay into it, the more you're kind of like a stakeholder, almost like a donor in the
Yeah.
organization. So what I'm gonna kind of think about it is you're gonna see more, you're gonna have more interaction with the catch itself. Not like you would actually show up to the catch.
Yeah.
That would happen without money attached, but
Hmm.
it would be more like you would see the decoying as it's happening. Maybe you
Hmm.
would, I would like, I could see like kind of the thought process and everything, and then also, you would maybe be able to call in on like the higher tiers or whatever, but you would be able to see like everything going down the more, you go up.
Sure. Yeah.
In grants.
Well, I think I'm in.
It was fun, quiet.
I'm doing something.
Oh, okay. So maybe
Sorry,
that's what I'm thinking of a catch to maybe a catch to review. Um, let's see.
So I have a question, Ryan. I sorry, I'm just getting tired here. I'm gonna get off here pretty quick, but Locksmith said he knows how to do editing and stuff.
Yeah,
To have somebody edit my video, do I just simply give them the password to my YouTube, or how's that work? Or
I mean, I'm like really cagey about that. I mean,
you
like
can
I trust
figure it
Locksmith
out.
with like everything. Like I would trust Locksmith. Like he's very trustworthy.
Mhm.
But just
I
in general, like I
I think
just
that's something that you just discuss with like locksmith on like a. I don't mean
First,
I'm not like on a private like just
yeah,
maybe talk to
gotcha.
him and say, hey, bro, like, what should we do
Yeah,
about this? Because you don't want it to.
sure.
yeah. My thing is like I just worry about like viruses and stuff. If like passwords get like treated to do like certain things and then things can intercept things. I just know
Yeah,
about that. So
yeah,
like even if you're like I don't know.
Like
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm one of his on his channel on his YouTube. Like I can do whatever I want on there,
yeah,
and I gave in permission to a person before. It's just you gotta be able to like see. I trust Locke. I mean, Locke trusts me that much, and I trust him that much. But Locke's a very trustworthy guy. Like he's not out to do anything.
Yep.
But,
yeah. To be honest with you, I'm at an age I almost don't really care that much anymore about, like, you know what I mean? Like I used to worry a lot about things, and just by you vouching for him, just even more makes me trust him even more. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem, giving him my, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm actually my editor. I edit my videos.
do you
Yep.
do you
Yeah.
spend a lot of time doing that,
Not
it's pretty
really.
easy. I mean, you can get easy editing software and just like it's pretty simple. Like I mean, like you can throw like an intro. Sorry, Ryan. Let's go ahead. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh
I
no,
hate
yeah. That's good.
I hate YouTube. I
Um,
hate the whole like. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, I mean, what I kind of like usually it's just like I work on it like, a couple days at a time, and then, just like a little here and there, and pretty much I'll have like a catch at least like sometimes I can just do it all in one day, but
or?
it's not that bad. I use something called open what is it called? Open shot. Yeah, it's a little wonky, but it does the job, like, and it
Yeah.
makes sense. It's
Shut up
logical.
down. Open up shop. Roll. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, actually, I didn't see the Hudson catch. Let's wanna review the Hudson catch.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's still available, just so you know. I don't know if I should say where, but
Go
Let's
for
do
it,
it.
Ryan.
Let's do it. We're gonna review the Hudson Catch. The
oh, you already know where to go, right?
yeah,
Shit, we like fucking. We old
Are you
school at this shit.
Wait, are you talking about ramen noodles? Catch?
oh Rami.
Yeah, that one. Or
You mean that good-looking guy in my? You mean that guy that is in my photo right now?
my
Who's
guy?
me?
My guy.
How long is the how long is like the uncut version? Because I think I have it. It's like 7 minutes, right?
Oh, well, that would be the actual part. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing itself was like 37 minutes or something, or 27 minutes. But yeah, the 7 minute part is all you need. Yeah.
All right.
It shows the Hudson River incident. Yeah.
All right. I'm
You
about
can see,
to
you can see Manhattan in the background.
yeah, I've been there a lot actually. In New York, I'm gonna be working with another person.
Yeah.
Actually, right where Rami is.
Mhm.
But
Oh god.
yeah, I'm gonna kind of be in Rami's quarters a little bit, and I'm actually working with someone. Well, I'm not gonna say anything more. But yeah, um, I'm
Oh,
about
oops.
to. Oh, by the way, Koopa Hive. Here's a link.
The hell
But I'm about to.
him. I was gonna do
I'm
it in
about
fucking
to.
an hour. Hurry the fuck up.
I'm about to
Ryan,
share
hurry up.
the.
I'm trying to load this.
I got the
Load
beats.
this last video for you. I'm going to bed.
Oh, is there
I
any
can't.
ladies in the chat still?
What in chat?
There's I forgot what cartoon it is. Yeah, Suction Cup Man parody on YouTube. It's pretty funny. No, but my daughter has a makeup channel, Anna Maria Carbajal, an A after every consonant. If you're interested. Yep, that's the one.
Hey, before you go,
And
look
yeah,
into the
she
camera.
almost drowns
I
too.
want you to apologize
Really
to the whole community and
away.
promise you'll never do this again and that this is your way of showing that you're sorry. Quick.
It's freezing too. That water's got to be.
Okay, show us. Show us that you mean business. Go in, dip your body for 30 seconds and get the fuck out. Let's go. I'm making it simple, motherfucker. I'm not even like asking you to jump. Here you have to jump inside though.
Shut the fuck up.
Hold on. Watch out. Get it on camera. All right. Go. Be careful. Yo, wait, hold this. Nah, he can swim. Yo, bro. Hey, I got something for you.
Rabbit, hurry up, man.
It's okay. I mean, if you feel like you need it, just take it for safety. Cameraman? Mike.
Hold up.
He just threw him the.
No, why yo?
Hold on. Give him another one. Give him another one.
All right.
Wait. Put it on first.
Go. No, jump in. Full jump.
We have another one.
Hey. Nah, it's okay. That's it, bro. Yo, you have to jump in.
You have to jump in.
It's your call, though. All right, go.
Go, get it out.
In. Oh, my God. Yo. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
It says you have
Hey,
to
look at
jump
us, look
in,
at
and then
us.
the second leader
Okay,
says
go.
All right,
your
get out.
foul.
Go.
Yeah.
Get out.
He can't get out. He said that.
It's so quick.
Oh.
Hold on. Yo, grab his hand.
Oh. he's
Hold
smart.
on, hold on.
Get one, bro.
You'll see some of that, so I put the phone back up there.
Rami got lucky that night. I'll tell you that much.
Hold on.
It's so slippery.
Get the fuck out.
Predator fly doesn't matter.
Hold on to him.
Yeah,
Hey, can you hold this?
just don't do something like that.
Oh, shut up.
Get the fuck out there.
Good job. Good job. See? For all the fucking predators out there,
Out of here, bud.
Wait.
respect. Respect to this
He's
one.
gonna punch him.
Listen, he's gonna be doing therapy in 6 months. I'm gonna do an update video.
Yeah, right,
It's
Rami.
progress. I actually have another predator who's 6 months into therapy. I got an update interview coming for you guys soon, so stay tuned for that. For any fuckers that say or think that this was too far, go fuck yourselves. It was his decision. Literally his decision. Okay? And he was here, remember, to ruin a child for the rest of their life. So for the haters that are gonna hate on this, go fuck yourselves. Get him on camera, come on. He's getting dressed.
Go put your socks on, bro.
You know what? I literally hurt my hand jumping in, trying to save you because I thought you were gonna fucking drown.
Oh, he's taking the credit for saving his life.
You know I jumped with a broken leg. I fucking believe I did that, yo. Here, take your stuff. I promise you, nobody's taking your stuff. You're gonna have to pay $50,000 though, okay? Nah, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Maybe not $500.
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
Oh, dumbass.
Hey, your AirPods, your keys. Put it in your pocket. Apologize. Yo, I got a broken leg. I just help. I just did surgery like a few weeks. Oh my God! Thank you so much, yo. Thank you, I appreciate you. God bless you for real. Yeah. You guys know, like, I swear to God, at one point I saw him like down.
Bro, I told you not to do that.
Crazy. All right.
Oh yeah. Hey, watch this. See if you guys catch this. Oh wait a minute.
Right there, the cops should have just arrested him.
Exactly. The cops were right there. New York State should
And
arrest.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Like, so what he's really almost saying is that, like, swimming in the Hudson is the appropriate punishment for this. That's why, like, what I would rather see is a predator catcher gather useful information. So someone like that would be just straight up out of our communities, not like hazed or anything, but out of our communities in prison for a very long period of time. That I would argue that would be way more. Is another person coming in? Oh,
What happens? What happens to someone when you humiliate them after they've already been humiliated? Like, okay, they're getting busted for being a pedophile and for doing all these horrible things. What is the point of putting them through something that could traumatize them? You know, I mean, that could traumatize that guy for the rest of his life. He might not like water anymore. He might be terrified to fucking get in a river ever again.
Well, like, I mean, I don't have like any empathy for like the predator, like, but it's like, it's just like, I mean, the more harsh thing that can be done to the predator is make it so that you gather as much useful information to put them in prison almost indefinitely.
Right.
I'm saying like that's what I would rather see. Like,
Not
it's
what,
almost like
not
it's
what
almost like-
Ron just did right there. No, it's what Ryan just said. Get the information, and they go to prison and get the punishment they actually deserve and the help they actually need. Not
That's the
being
humiliation.
yeah, it's like, you know, like they'll be in like they should just be in prison. Like that's what it is. You know,
What's
like
the difference, Red Hood? Are you for real? What do you mean?
I don't know. What he's
Red
saying.
Hood, what do you mean, bro? Like, do you think what? I don't know. Never mind. Like, I just think he's a child. He needs time to grow up. He's a young man. We all did stupid shit when we were 20 years old, and what he's doing is not okay. Like he should be in trouble. Like he's lucky that his channel just got fucking taken off and he didn't get charged.
He's my age. He's my age. Exactly.
Yeah, he's pushing 30. He's not as young as,
No, he's like literally my age.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but look at there's some other young catchers out there that were immature at one point, and they're growing up. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. As far as like, even like, I don't even like it when they make them do push-ups and shit, or they make them fucking clap. That shit is just lame. Like it does nothing for. It's not about that.
It ruins the case too. You're exactly right.
It's not about that. It's not about humiliating somebody. Like,
yeah, honestly, I think it's even worse that like he's after almost like saying, oh, like after it's almost like it's like a frat guy, like, and it's like after like the freshman got like hazed or whatever, he's like, oh yeah, you did a good job or whatever, and he's like being buddied up with them. Like what I do is, I'm not like. It'll almost sound like I'm being like cordial with the predator or whatever, but I'm doing that just to incriminate them.
Exactly.
I'm doing that as like a weapon. I'm not actually like, yo, like, I'm respect or anything like that. I'm cordial with them, but I'm actually just trying to incriminate them.
Another catcher that's really good at that is Alex. Like Alex will give them a little bit, and he'll be a little bit friendly, and then he'll fucking bang back with like a joke or like a remark, and then he'll like be nice to them a little bit, and that's just to get them to be comfortable, to feed them information, to give you information, to put it in your palm of your hand. Like you're literally feeding the predator, like he's coming and eating out of your hand, like. And I noticed that Alex is really good at that. He knows when to reel it in, and he knows when to let it out. He knows when to fuck. You know what I mean? He's really, really smart about that. And Ryan is too. Like that catch that you just caught that one dude, when you were with Wog or whatever, you were. I noticed like how you were doing it too. Like you were like, he was getting frustrated at times where he's like, I just need to go. Like I got stuff to do, and you were like, wait a minute, like hey, hold up, man. Like we just want to talk to you about this or that, and you kept trying to calm him down to a point where he. Like you weren't being overly friendly, but you were like getting him to just loosen up and be comfortable with like talking. Like
Alex,
and that's not like for.
Go ahead.
Yeah, none of that is for his sake. It was like literally, I would just hear his story and then point out his inconsistencies and contradictions, and then break him with it. That's what I did through the entire thing.
Yeah, I watched Alex go from immature in 2018 to literally the GOAT of today. Chris Hansen, who? Shane, who? Anxiety, no offense. I like them. I think Alex is the GOAT. End of story. Period. Like, everybody agree with me on that at least? I don't know. Alex
I feel you.
I would also say, like, what if you had a choice, right? To jump in the Hudson River or face like an enticement of a minor charge.
Oh, I would dive head first in that. I would drink the water.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Of course,
So
I would
that's what I'm saying. So it's not like empathy for the pedophile or anything. It's literally that I believe that gathering information in a useful way and then translating that into letting the system do it is more hard.
Oh, of course.
Yes, very much so.
Absolutely.
Like who's saying Tromo sympathy? Like what do you mean? Who?
Dude, Koopa, what we're saying is it's not about, like, we have no sympathy. I would be happy if the motherfucker, you want to know what I think? I think we should take pedophiles and hang them in the street in front of everybody and let these motherfuckers hang and have public hangings.
Like
that way people would think twice before they did this shit, and it would actually be a real thing. I have no sympathy for a motherfucking pred. You should see what not only what I did or what other people did in prison to these dudes. Like
I would never go to jail for one. That's the thing. We would never go to jail for one of them pieces of shit.
I have no sympathy for them.
like that. Doesn't mean we have sympathy for him. It's just we're not stoop ourselves that low.
Trust me. If you think I have 1 ounce of sympathy for one of these dudes,
No.
I'm just saying, I would put them all to death if I could.
It's like the more calculated approach though to stop a predator is to do it in a calm way where you're just getting the useful information and then getting them to get charged with very serious crimes. Like again,
Right.
I would even agree with you. Would you rather be like this was like the most extreme thing, right? The most extreme hazing kind of stuff like the Rami did, and I would take that any day over an enticement of a minor charge. Any day. Anyone would.
Yeah.
So it's just strategy.
Hey, can you
Can I say something?
That's-
I can cut it for a second. I'm sorry. I want to say something because I've always wanted to say this ever since this happened. I agree with you, Ryan. I understand that. I think it was more that he was scared of what was happening to him at that moment, like he was going to get his butt kicked or something worse. I think that's why he did it. That's why he went ahead and got in the Hudson River. I don't think it was more about he was going to get an enticement of a minor charge. I think it was more about, oh shit, people are all around me and they're bigger than me and they're scary. You know what I mean? I think that's my opinion. Just my opinion, though.
Yeah, trying to get my
Yeah,
charger.
see, and Ryan's Black and Mild collection, he has a good point. You realize when someone in authority watches one of these catches, it tarnishes everyone else. And like you see police officers or say a lawyer or like a judge or something comes across these videos and they see somebody throwing someone into the Hudson or making them jump into the Hudson River, you think that's gonna it just shows like the childness of it, like the haha, I'm on YouTube, let's make this dude jump in the water. You know what I mean? Let's be serious.
That's why I condemn it.
Let's be serious and be legal. You know what I mean? Like more of a like law approach to it. Like, hey, like this is what you did. These are the laws you broke. And you know what I mean? Approach it that way. Not we're gonna act like a bunch of children and drive around in my car for 7 hours and do a 10-minute catch and make the dude do fucking push-ups. Like that's just not like I don't know. There's a lot of like they're not gonna want to see a bunch of fucking idiots rolling around vaping and then fucking catching some dude for 5 minutes. Like I don't know. But
it's like the best way to really stop a predator, like inflict a punishment or whatever, is not hazing them on the spot, but again, like gather the useful information so that they'll be held to justice. Like again, like I would get stressed out if I had a traffic ticket. Imagine an enticement of a minor charge or the possibility of being on the registry for life.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Which is what
That's
what happened.
Exactly.
That's what I pick.
hey Ryan, can you take the message down so I could put my video up so like they could see me when I'm talking? I don't like it when I'm just like all blocked out. Thank you. Or you can move that, or you can take that. Or I don't know.
Wait, you want to play the video?
No. I was just saying I wanted you to take the message down so they could see my face while I'm talking.
Okay. Good. Sure.
So, Koopa, let me ask you a question, Koopa. What do you suggest? Do you suggest that we catch preds and humiliate them and make them do things? That's just my question. Like, are we supposed to I mean, I don't understand. Like, I'm not a sympathizer at all, dude. I would fucking do the worst to these dudes if I could. But like, I just don't understand. I don't hate Rami. I never said I hated Rami. I don't agree with a lot of his tactics. I don't agree with. I agree with like, dude. A catch is a catch. It's not like having fun with them. Like.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
I don't know.
I think like Koopa is kind of tone deaf about this, like to not understand what we're saying. Honestly, it's like, I mean, okay. Here's another thing. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about these people in the chat. Better Remy haters and shovel sympathizers. I don't know.
Well, then that's different. I mean, I don't think anybody's a sympathizer, dude. I think anybody who comes and watches these videos and like is in this community, like I'm pretty sure they wouldn't care if fucking one of these dudes disappeared the next day. You know, like it's not. We just don't have the power to do that. We can't just We can't just fucking end these guys. If I can end them, I would end them. You know what I mean? But we can't. That's something we can't do. Like,
That's not up because we're not judge, jury, and prosecution or whatever, executioner. We're just there to expose and to make awareness, and that's it. And if the cops come, the cops come. If they arrest, they arrest. If they convict, they convict. We're just
Koopa, get up here. Get up here. I wanna hear you talk. I just want to know what you're thinking, bro. I'm not trying to call you out. I just want to hear.
Yeah, I want to say like it's not personal with the Koopa or whatever. I mean, he actually made the beat of the MPCAP intro. I was saying like I'm just kind of pointing out like I thought like if it's being said like that, the things we're saying are like Chomo sympathizers. It's just missing the point. Really. Yeah, it's just not personal. Oh, we got.
I like Koopa. I'm just curious about what's going on. Oh yeah.
Curious as to what the fuck this guy's on about. So anyone who doesn't like Rami is a pedo sympathizer. According to this guy, everyone who doesn't like Rami is a pedo sympathizer. So I would love to see the Galactic find that. I would love to see it. Because this guy is just really nonsense. How the fuck is he a mod for you lying, honestly? Someone
I mean, personally, he's a good dude, but like, it's just
fuck, this guy's an asshole. This guy's calling me a pedo sympathizer.
Wait,
for not having Rami's cock down my throat, like. Like he's busy slurping away, and he's like high on the good stuff. But no, I'm awake. I see past the bullshit.
Oh.
I apologize, but can somebody tell? I'm a little lost. Who's calling who? What now? I'm sorry.
I'm actually lost too now.
Koopa is calling me a pedo sympathizer because I don't approve of Rami's tactics.
Which is something that, dude, Jesus puts it down, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't agree with Rami's tactics either, and I am definitely not.
Literally, yo, every catcher, no matter where you look, every catcher has improved to some degree. Everyone has developed new tactics, like have developed new methods, new interrogation, new forms of, talking with them, new methods of, bringing about better results. Who is the only one who has devolved, if anything?
Yeah, Robbie, pretty much.
Who? Pretty much, like who?
Elbow.
So like him, so I take personal offense in that. I was like, oh, don't be offended. I am offended. I am offended because you're gonna sit here calling me a pedo sympathizer when I cheer literally every time one of these guys gets arrested or put in the back of a police car on any other.
I agree, bro. You've done a lot, bro. Like I totally 100% agree that you should be kind of pissed about that because you put in a lot of work too in this community, and like I've seen you fucking, you know what I mean? Like that's not cool. Like you're 100%.
I cheer and I sit back and drink
Homeboy's not a sympathizer
every time that one of these guys gets the boot and gets put in the back of a truck or a car or whatever, and then here's this guy saying simply because I don't have this motherfucker's cock down my throat that somehow I'm a pedo sympathizer. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Go fuck yourself, man.
I mean, we can make our arguments without insulting each other.
No, I mean this guy's calling me. No, I don't give a fuck, Ryan. I really don't give a fuck. This guy's calling me a pedo.
No, I'm talking about him. Oh, yeah, because that was an insult.
Well,
if anything, he started it.
Period.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have another, I guess. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to,
Look, having sympathy for the Chomo just because you don't agree of Rami's tactics. What do you call that?
When did I say I have sympathy for the Pred, you motherfucker? You are stupid. You're literally stupid. When have I ever said that I have
Who are you?
sympathy?
Who are you? Are you the Red Hood?
Yes.
You're
When
okay.
have I ever
Your
said
tactics.
it? You'll literally find in the chat.
Listen, chill out.
No,
I'm not
shut the
calling you
fuck
no
up.
mother.
No,
Nah,
no,
fuck
no.
you,
Shut
dude.
the hell
Fuck
up.
you.
Shut the
All
hell
right,
up.
homie. All right, hey, you want to be like
shut-
that? This is on fucking internet. I don't play that shit. All right, peace
One
out.
at a
No,
time.
you want to come at
It's
me
all good.
sideways. You want to call me a
I
fellow
call
sympathizer. I
a
want you to
Chomo
explain
sympathizer.
yourself,
Fool. I'm
motherfucker.
not saying motherfucker. Fuck you. Fucking put it up. That's a fucking Chomo sympathizer and shit. That's what it is.
No, it's not.
How?
Explain.
Like,
Scumbag. No, it's
Explain.
not.
I want.
Explain.
Yeah.
Scumbag. Explain.
I'm
Hey
just
guys,
curious.
seriously,
Explain.
I'll be a mediator. I'm not taking any sides right now.
Just because
explain
you
how
don't
it's
agree
not
with
No,
somebody's
pedosympathizing.
tactics
No.
doesn't make you a sympathizer. I don't.
Yes,
That's
does,
the part.
Okay,
just
so
because
what do you
just
suggest
because I
that
disagree
that
with
Rami did?
someone's tactics doesn't.
What do you suggest that Rami did? Change my mind.
I have an answer.
What do you suggest that he did?
I'm a
What do you
sympathizer.
suggest?
Like,
No, and I'm saying this with all due respect. I'm not really trying to jump up into this cost shit. I just want to know, change my mind. What do you suggest that Rami should have done better that
So,
doesn't
like,
make him a bad guy?
It's not even about doing better. It's not even about being extravagant. It's like any routine catch. Get the information, get this guy to self-incriminate himself, and then gather the evidence, record it on video, have it saved, and then that is it. That is your
turn it
job.
in.
And then turn it into who? For what?
And turn it to the fucking police. This guy.
The goal isn't to turn it into the police and get these guys arrested. They're gonna get just a slap
that's
on the
where I
wrist.
firmly disagree. That's where I firmly disagree because
That's-
every
yeah,
time
okay.
people get arrested, literally that's the end goal. That is the ideal goal. And every time
Okay, so
someone
when-
doesn't get arrested, then yeah, it's a bit of a bummer.
So why do we do this? Do we do this to
expose-
humiliate, like to
No,
just
to expose, to gather evidence and
Is
expose.
exposing making someone jump into a fucking river?
That's not enough, if you ask me. But exposing is getting all their chats and getting them to self-incriminate themselves, like you said, and spreading it out to their family, to their friends, and to everybody who knows them, and just spread it out to the world. Because the fucking sending it into the cops isn't gonna do shit. It never does shit, and people get away with it all the time.
Shit.
Okay,
Have you seen
I have a
Alex's
question.
catches?
If,
have you seen
I have a-
Moose's catches? Have you seen PCI's catches? Have you?
I'm not saying
any
that it's
catches?
never. I'm not saying that it's never happened, but the majority of them either try to get the catcher themselves in trouble, like they're doing something wrong, or they just literally let them free, or they get a slap on the wrist, or it's not anything effective at all.
Okay, so but then it's up to us to make that change. It's up to us to make positive inroads, and it's up to us to make that positive change and make law enforcement feel more comfortable with working with these independent groups on the internet. That's our duty. That's our duty. Because look, if any given higher official, like say like a judge or like a DA or something, takes a look at this video, sees the guy, basically at the end of the day, what they're gonna look at, like they, in my opinion, they shouldn't be looking at it, but what they're gonna look at is someone endangering someone else's life. They're not gonna look at, which pisses me off, but they're not gonna look at, oh, who's the predator and who's the catcher. No, what they're looking at is someone else endangering another person's life.
Right.
Someone
I agree
being
with that.
chucked into the river, their lives are being threatened. Okay?
I agree
That's
with
what
that.
they're gonna look at.
Did Rami get arrested?
I'm sorry.
Because did Rami get arrested? Because if he didn't, he's lucky. Because I agree with that. Yeah, they're not going to see the predator catching and this and that.
Police showed up like literally a minute earlier, and look, to like several streams before this one, the exact same thing happened. He made a guy jump into the shower with all his clothes on. He held a drill to his face. He tried to bring back slavery, the 1800s, making him mop all over the house and shit, like some 12 years of slave shit.
Yeah,
And he walks out of the house drenching wet. He's dripping. He walks out of the house, and literally 30 seconds later, the cops pull up, and then the predator's nowhere to be seen. And so, like, oh, what's going on here? So imagine if had they gotten there 30 seconds earlier, and
then Rami would have been in deep shit.
Had he come out with a predator, drenching wet, dripping, walking, they're asking, oh, why is he wet? And then the predator's gonna be like, oh yeah, so he made me jump into the shower with my clothes on, and he held a drill to my face.
Ryan, take down the video Like, just go to us on the chat thing, so it's bigger.
Oh yeah, probably. Let's do this. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah,
Actually, here's a question I have for Koopa, and I'm just trying to keep this like within debate. I'm trying to like I'm not trying to.
It's all good.
That's
Free
good,
speech is
so-
encouraged. It's all good.
Yeah. So, is like I've already answered this for me, but what would you rather pick if you were the predator? Like, not you would be the predator, but like,
Right.
but an enticement of a minor charge, or going in the Hudson River.
Between those two, I mean, obviously, I mean, either it depends. I mean, they both are getting exposure, right?
No. What would you like? Let's say like as like a punishment. Like let's say like you were just in the predator's shoes, right? And you had two choices. You could either be charged with enticement of a minor, which could lead to prison time, like a lifelong sex offender registry, whatever, right? Or swimming in the Hudson River for 30
I mean,
seconds.
between those two, even though the goal isn't in those two answers, I would pick obviously the getting arrested or whatever.
So look, if I may say something,
You would? You would?
I would rather him get arrested than jump in the river as punishment between those two answers.
Bro,
yeah.
No, but
I think this whole argument has more to do with what you said in the beginning, Jesus, like what you were saying about Rami, than it does. I don't call him Jose. I call him just calm down. And what I think it had more with what you came in and said about Rami than it did about this whole like argument.
Like let me know exactly what, so I can know what you're talking about.
When he came in and he's like, I'm gonna watch this whole thing go down, like the Sugan ship, Rami, all that stuff. Like he wrecked his car and all that. You didn't hear that?
I don't recall.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I thought you were mad about that because like everybody's saying Rami hater, you know, but like no one hates Rami. We just hate his tactics. Do we hate what he does? Like the way he does it. Like,
well, I mean, you said I think if it was Red Hood, I think you mentioned something about like what's the difference between a predator and Rami? So I didn't like. Well, how am I supposed to take that? I'm saying like I don't know if he's referring to like.
I mean, you literally have someone call in, reveal their names out in front of, say, how many people were in that stream? Like 1,200 people, putting their name out there and putting their name next to an accusation, saying, "Oh, hey, yeah, this guy tried to, being 17, this guy tried to, take advantage of me. He tried to like, get me to lift my shirt up." I mean, this person put her name to an accusation.
Okay.
So think of how many people don't put their names to accusation, because it's not convenient if you're lying. If you're lying, it's not convenient to have your name next to an accusation. Why? Because if they find out you're lying, you're gonna get crucified. So why else would you put your name next to an accusation that big? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, as far as my part on when I jumped in and said that, I literally was just made aware of that after the fact. When I seen you say that, and I said, "What the fuck? Like, what do you mean the difference?" And then somebody said he got accused of talking to two 17-year-olds. That's the first time I heard of that. And still, I would say, where's the proof? Where's the evidence? Where's anything behind that? Because just because someone puts their name next to this accusation does not proof. So I wouldn't.
There's that, and then there's literally, I think I have it on my phone. There's literally screenshots and a screen recording of another person, a 17-year-old, of him. It's literally his account on Instagram saying hella inappropriate shit.
With all due respect, I can do Photoshop very well. I can do it very well.
Okay, so if you're not gonna buy that, then a phone call. I mean, I don't know. I don't really
know what
it is you're gonna. I don't know what it is. I mean, I
would have to see is all the evidence that they have gathered and make a
the evidence. So you would wanna like take a look at his speech pattern, take a look at his like how he conducts himself with like women. I have texts of him basically sexually harassing his former mod through text, like desperate for her attention. You need to analyze his speech patterns and then correlate them with the text involving the supposed 17-year-old. And literally, once you correlate those two, once you look at the similarities between the speech patterns, there's literally no difference. He talks the way he talks. He types the way he types. He types like he just came He literally just came off the boat from another country. He types literally, his grammar is so horrible.
Right.
And literally
As much as I would like to, use that, because I have seen his live streams, and I see how he is with chicks. I see that. But as much as I would want to, emphasize that, it's still not proof, though. It's still not proof. It's not proof at all. I mean, it makes it more likely, and like I said, with all the evidence and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That,
it makes it more and more likely,
enough.
and then it gets to the point where like you just don't put it past them anymore.
Right. Well, I mean, I can't go past that. I just was made aware of the whole situation, and I know he is like that with chicks, but I can't go with that. You guys also got to remember how many haters he has out there, how many people that have a personal vendetta against him. So I have a lot of reason to believe why somebody would go that whole fucking 9, put their name next to it, and accusation.
So here's what I want to be made clear. Literally, I hate the guy with a passion, but I would not. Literally, there's people who take it a step too far. There's people who find out shit about his family or his personal address or other hella personal shit, and then they make these accounts and go online and then try and leak them because when you ban someone, you can ban their comment, but you can't ban their username.
Right. So I didn't know that, but I'm hearing it right now.
So people can literally put whatever information they want as their username, and their username can't get blocked, only their message. So it really doesn't matter. Right. And so you have these people here trying to basically expose him and put him in danger.
Right.
And that's, to me, that's his job. That's his job to go around putting people in danger, doxing people. That's not me. Literally, I say again, I hate the guy with a passion, but then there's some people with seriously personal vendettas that are extremely dangerous. And whenever on my stream, say someone I don't know if you probably wouldn't be paying attention to that, but then literally on my stream, I saw him hella people trying to dox his number in my stream, and then I just immediately just erased them because that's right. I don't abide by that. But I said, I will make it clear, I hate the guy with a passion. But to the level that other people stoop to, then no.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that, and I understand that. But I have a question. Like you say, you hate the guy with the passion. What does that have to do with him catching? I mean, do you hate him, his personal life and his personality, or what do you hate about the guy and his catching? What does it have to do with catching?
What do you hate? With catching? Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Because I can hate a guy, but not be against him catching anything.
His methods, literally, I can say with all confidence that this viewpoint is shared by the majority of the community.
But that still doesn't. Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
I'm not even done explaining my viewpoint.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
So, my viewpoint is that his tactics and his way of catching, tarnishes all other catchers' reputation, and I can back this up by an account I got from I think Musa or someone close to Musa. When he got arrested in New Jersey, one of the cops told him, "Oh, you're the guy that says my guy, right?" And then so for some odd reason they confused Musa with Rami, and so they must have thought of Rami, be like, "Oh, that's the guy who did A and B crazy shit, made a guy sodomize himself or made a guy throw himself to the Hudson River, whatever, any number of the crazy stuff he's done," and must have confused him with Musa and thrown Musa in jail because of it. Because pretty much, given when Musa got arrested, I guarantee that, and I'm pretty sure it was in a county where I think Rami has a bunch of charges. And so, I mean, they might have confused him because he's going around doing this whole predator shit.
He also says he's African American too, right?
Yeah, and Rami also identifies as black for some fucking reason. He also identifies as African American, and he somehow thinks it gives him the right to use the N-word, but then calls Alex out for using the N-word, but then he throws her out a homophobic F-word every so often. Yeah, but he's the most kindest and welcoming of all the predator catchers, and he's all about peace and love. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, so as far as confusing him and it having a bad name with the catchers, I mean, first of all, most cops don't even like catchers, and when they pulled up on Musa, one of the the female cops was even telling the doo-doo fucking predator, hey, don't say anything else because you're gonna, you're gonna incriminate yourself. They even gave him a heads up and told him to stop. I mean, that right there is just to tell you that they already don't like catchers. I'm pretty sure it wasn't because they're confusing them at all. And if it's true that is giving a bad name, I mean, when CC Unit Ghost did that catch with Alex and EDP, how come he only got Alex got his channel removed, but not CC Unit? You would think that it would have an effect on all of them. It doesn't. It's really just them. So if he fucks up and he does something wrong, or he says bad shit, or accuses somebody for saying the N-word, and it's gonna come back to him, he makes him jump in the Hudson River, he's gonna get in trouble. I mean, I have not yet to see anything where it actually affects the whole community.
So that's where that's where I want to bring up the subject of like him getting his channel removed. I personally don't I could have my fun and shit. Everyone can have their fun, but at the end of the day, I truly believe that him getting his channel taken down wasn't the way to go. No one should have their channel removed, if anything. And if Rami is as bad of a guy as people that hate him, like there's people that hate him to a more degree than me. And so if he's truly that bad of a guy, let him keep his channel. All the evidence is right there. Forward it to the cops. And let the cops handle him in any way they see fit. Make them aware of what he's doing. And if he's truly this bad of a person, don't take down his channel. Don't deplatform him, because that's scummy.
Exactly.
Right, well, he did do a crime by making that dude jump in the Hudson River. That is a crime because he endangers somebody, and that's against YouTube guidelines.
Because like I said before, like any DA looking or whoever the hell's looking, they're not going to see predators or catchers. All they see is another person endangering the life of another person, and so they can nail him with that only. Literally, that water's filthy. That water's, what is that, 1 a.m, freezing cold. Filthy.
I hope
the fish go to the bathroom in there.
I hope you got a cut.
That's the biggest point right there.
I hope he got a cut, and I hope that's the winning side of his cut. I mean, like I said, it wasn't enough. I can care less on what he did to the kettle, but as far as himself.
This is like a question I actually had, because like here's the thing, like you actually answered kind of the opposite answer that I answered. Is if you were given like the opportunity to go and like swim in the Hudson River for 30 seconds or face an enticement of a minor charge.
So
which would be
pretend
like, your entire life.
Literally, if I were
you picked swimming in the Hudson River, I think.
No, I didn't. No. I would rather him get enticement of a minor between those two.
Oh yeah. You picked like getting the charge. I would swim in the river.
I'd swim in the river too.
Oh, you're talking about if I was the pedo, not if I was the catcher.
Bro, Koopa, let me tell you something real quick. If it was me, I wish Rami made him jump in that river, and I wish that motherfucker never came up from the fucking bottom, bro. That's just me. But what I'm saying is, it's not right in the beginning for him to have him jump in the river. Like, I mean, I wish the worst on these motherfuckers, dude. I had to see them every day, laughing and carrying on in prison. I had to see them have a good day. I saw these motherfuckers through a cage daily, and I couldn't touch them, dude. You know how I felt. But what I'm saying is, it's not Rami's job to be the dude to do that. You know what I mean? It's his job to get evidence, turn it in, and then if nothing happens, nothing happens. If something happens, something happens. He's getting exposed. People know. But the thing is I would line these motherfuckers up and put a bullet through each one of them and myself, dude. But what I'm saying is, that's not my job.
So then what's the complaint on him doing that then? I don't understand. If he's just going to screw himself over.
The guy texting something, I haven't said anything at all. Is it Koopa High? I'm sorry. Koopa High's got the beach. I like your intro you got your indie cat.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that.
Even though I'm more of a metalhead, I like it. I think it's cool. I just want to say, earlier you were like, what's the end game? The end game for us as civilians, because I'm not in law enforcement anymore, and nobody in here that I know of is in law enforcement. So our end game is for them to be maximum exposure and to raise awareness, and they turn in the evidence. That's exactly right. That's our end game. But what our end goal is is for them to get arrested and hopefully convicted. Does that make sense? Would everybody agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, so I mean,
it can.
My thing is, would you want something? Okay, so actually, I'll rephrase the question again. If you were the pedo, right? What would be the choice? Would you rather swim in the Hudson for 30 seconds or get an enticement charge of a
Hudson.
minor?
You already answered it. It's a
We
No,
already
no,
know it.
I wasn't. No,
Hudson,
I
right?
misunderstood the question in the beginning.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
answering as
It's
if
the
I was the
Hudson.
catcher.
Yeah, there's a
But if I
lot
was
of
the,
people talking at once. All
I
right.
would jump in the river so I can be on my way.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So what the question is, do you want something more harsh or less harsh done to the pedophile?
Yeah,
More
it's like
harsh,
giving him an
definitely.
out.
More harsh.
More
So here's the
harsh.
thing. I would argue
More
that
harsh.
like what you just said is like the Hudson swimming in the Hudson River getting like hazed by Rami, that's a less harsh than facing years in prison and being on the sex offenders for the rest of your life. I would
Okay,
pick
I
swimming in the Hudson
understand. I
River.
understand the point that you're
Oh,
getting,
I
but
get what you're saying, Ryan.
the
Yeah,
reason
you're right.
my
Yeah, Ryan,
I,
I get
I
what
understand what you're
you're saying.
saying, but
You're right.
my mind was already made, and I'm already convinced that the getting charges and registry and all is nothing. Is a slap on the wrist. Most of these guys go in there for a couple weeks and they're in PC, and then they're out. They're out to reoffend or they're out on bail. I mean, it doesn't do shit.
You're right.
So
You're right,
my
bro.
mind
Still worse.
my mind has
Still
already
worse.
like
Still more
ditched
harsh.
the law
But
enforcement
you
thing. That's why I
but
said, do what you
you
need
know
to do.
what
Expose
doesn't
and
help?
humiliate them.
You know what doesn't help? You know what doesn't help? Having a guy who let's use this as an example. This guy had a registered sex offender in the palm of his hands. He runs away. The cops come to make a report, as any catcher would do. Okay, so the time comes. The police officer. Oh, what's his name? Wait. Can you ask that again? Yeah. What's his name? What? Oh, fuck. We forgot his name. We didn't get his name. And
no.
neither does he get 99% of his other catches' names. So it doesn't really help. So any of those guys, all they have to do is literally run away from him, and boom, they're done. They pretty much escaped punishment of any kind. Because
If they
he doesn't reveal their names, he doesn't get their names, he doesn't record them.
PvP uses a program that you pay for. I don't know how much it pays for a month, but it has facial recognition. As long as you can get a picture of them, you can find out their name. Once you get their name, there's a free search people website that I even use. You type in their name, you'll get their friends, their families, their associates, their addresses that they lived at. It will get all their information. All you need to do is get their chats, get what they did. All you need to do is get their name, their face, them meeting up. Even if they run away and you don't get their name, you can still get them. So you don't have to.
You do realize how quickly he makes these catches happen, right? You do realize how little research he does, and you do realize how long he stays in that car, like basically cheering every time one of them bites. And like, it really shouldn't be that way. You should be like literally before any one catch, you should conduct as much research as possible, as much time as possible, prepare as much as you can, not going around, literally cheering like when one bites.
Yeah, he's
You're
getting
it's like
a little
sitting there
sloppy.
Would think about it.
He's getting a
is
little
it's almost
sloppy,
like
but
we're all
I don't
going
see
into
anything wrong with
battle
that.
against the way I kind of would think about it. It's like we're going into battle with the pedophiles, and it's like he kind of would pick like the short term strategy and not the long term more harsh strategy. It's like we literally agreed that any one of us would rather swim the Hudson River than get this enticement of a minor charge. So we already could admit that even if we don't agree with the system fully, it's still going to be more harsh if they get caught on those charges.
For me,
I
it's
think
kind
it's
of
going to
like
be
giving.
equal. It's going to be equal. They're
Dude,
equal
it's like
because they're
giving
both
the
getting exposure.
pedophile an out, because the cops are gonna look at, the judge is gonna look at, the DA is gonna look at the dude that made this dude jump in the river. If you don't give him an out and you say, here's the evidence, here's the dude that showed up, this is what's going on, then that doesn't give them that little bit of an out to say like, whoa, what's going on over here? Like they're not looking at what's going on with the whole river thing. They're looking at, well, okay, this guy showed up to have sex. Here's all the information. You know what I mean? Get what I'm saying there? Like it.
So then, what happened with Musa? Then, if that's true, then what happened with Musa?
And you should
He's a good dude. He's a good catcher. Then why did they put him in there? Then, if that's true,
you should confidently be able to say, "Hey, I didn't coerce the guy." You should confidently be able to say, "Hey, all I did was have a conversation. He admitted to A, B, and C on the video. Here's the video. Look at it. You decide what to do with it. You don't have to worry about whether or not they might not discard the entire case because of me having made them do jumping jacks or me having made the guy sodomize himself on a fire hydrant. You don't
But
have
we
to
are not
worry
at that
about
point.
that.
We are far from that happening. We are not at that point yet. That would be nice if it was like that, but we are not at that point. They're showing us the opposite, that they're not willing to work with us. They're never going to say, you have a few police departments that do, actually work with us and like, oh man, I've seen you guys before. Yeah.
Where are you from, if I may
Smoothly.
ask? Because
I'm from Los Angeles, and so Southern California, but I live in Central Alabama now.
More
Southern
bees
California,
with
that
honey.
explains
That's
it.
not
That
true,
explains
though.
it. That explains it. That explains it.
I've seen
That
in
fucking
front of
explains
me
everything.
So then
predator.
so then it goes from state to state. I mean, like whatever is more harder on other states, and
So
I
yeah,
mean,
so like you clearly you're deep in the mindset that police aren't willing to help. You're deep in the mindset that we're alone in this. But now that you tell me you're from like some part of California, that explains everything. Because
is there
literally,
any catchers that have a perfect run with cops that always work with them, or don't they all run into problems every time? At least maybe some more than others. But is there any catchers that you can name
oh,
that never had
I never
I
once
agree
said
with
I
you,
never
Absolutist
once
thinking.
said
It's
they're
either
being.
all the time it's bad or all the time it's good. It's like
I never.
it's in between.
So I never. Yeah, it's always in between. I never once said that like it's always good. It's always sunshine and rainbows. But you're saying that never cops will never work with us. So literally,
No,
I'm trying to
they're
say
not.
that
They're
is
just showing
clearly
that they're
not
not yet.
true.
We're not at that point. We're not at that point where they would take it seriously or take it be on our side and not the pedal side. We're not there yet, is what I mean.
That's not true.
Well,
Like
then we'll
I've
explain
seen.
the Musa part then, because Musa didn't do anything wrong, and they
Okay,
didn't
so
throw him in there because they
I
confused
can
him with Rami.
so here's
Hold
the
on.
thing. I mean, he got
Hey,
totally
hey,
screwed
guys.
over because he was on parole. But like what I am saying is I've seen a predator plead guilty based on charges in front of me. I was in court with PP Mass, and the predator pled guilty to his charges, and it was all based on their evidence. I found out that like doing it the right way got a predator arrested, and they were cooperative. Like the police were like responsive, and it's like you can't have this absolute saying like, oh, they're never gonna work with us. They're not here yet. If they're OJ the pedophile side,
Yeah, you can't say
or
that.
they're
Okay,
100% of the time
if we got the ratio, we would have to get the facts as far as like watching all the catchers. But if we put a ratio on the more times that they're working with us and the more times that they're working
Right.
against us, I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, it's going to be more against us. And I
But
could
that
be wrong.
doesn't
I could
that
be wrong.
That
doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean it's
go
completely
against them.
no.
That doesn't mean go against them and stop doing what we're doing the right way. Keep doing it the right way, and keep showing them like, hey, like we
We're
need
not
you
going
guys
away.
in this fight. You know what I mean? You can't just turn around and go against them, because if you go against them, you're not going to get shit. I can tell
Well,
you that
it's not going
Yeah.
against them. It's just not including them. It's not
He's like,
including
oh,
them anymore.
the cops won't do shit. Oh, okay,
We don't
whatever.
need
Let me
them.
make this guy jump in the Hudson River just cause. Fuck it. Like,
No, if Rami does that, he gets a charge. That's on him. Like
Then why
that's on
even
him.
have it on? Why even have it? Why not show up with baseball bats and shit and just fucking beat the guy to death?
Bro,
Like
I don't
don't
have you seen
understand.
the catches on World
No,
Star Hip
no.
Hop? They do things like that. I've seen a couple videos
Right?
like that.
No, you're
this
right.
guy.
You're
Let me explain.
right, but
This guy chased someone. Like I was about to say, chased a predator down. This guy chased someone down on the highway for 15 minutes straight, thinking that he was a predator. He boxed him in, came out of the car, flashing his lights like a police officer, pointing it at the driver, only to find out that the guy he's been tailing for 15 minutes wasn't the guy he was after. And so he like what more can I say about like we're going back on what we disagree on and like what like I disagree with his methods, and what more can I say? This guy tailed down an innocent guy. Like what more can I say? Like I honestly want to hear what you guys think of that. He tailed down a guy for
let's
I want
hear
to
some
say something.
stats real quick.
I'm trying to be rude here, but hey, can you hear me? Goodbye.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, bro.
I just want to say this. I think it was you that asked why did it happen to Musa? Was that you that asked that?
Yeah.
Okay, I think the reason why is because, as we were talking about earlier, Robbie identifies as African American because his obvious parents are from Egypt, etc. He had a bolo probably out for him because of that Hudson River incident, and because Musa happens to be African American, and he was there doing catches there, and that's why they asked him, "Are you the guy that says my guy?" They thought they were getting the guy, which is Rami, but they got Musa instead. That's my opinion. Does anybody else agree with that? That's
Did the
my
Hudson
opinion.
River happen after or before the Musa catch?
Before.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was before.
It was before.
Well before.
How do you guys know that?
So how do I know that? 'Cause-
When it came
No, I'm
out,
asking. I'm just asking. How do you guys know that? I'm
I
curious.
watched it.
I watched them both.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So if that, even if that's true, the cops, they're breaking the law because you're not supposed to. They're not actively searching for Rami for a crime. They just don't like him. It's a personal
That we
thing.
know of, though, sir. I'm not being rude. Seriously, it's not that we know of, and I know that because of my past career in law enforcement. Sometimes we don't know everything.
It's concrete evidence. The whole thing with the Hudson River happened well before Musa, and so by that time and by those parameters, they would have been well aware of who this guy was. Like you have people forwarding it to police departments and shit, and you know, like so he might have done the catch like a few weeks ago or like a month ago maybe tops, but he's just uploading it now.
Right.
You know, and that's
But to
why
be fair,
his channel got obliterated.
I mean, I understand what you guys are saying, and if it's true, then you know, you guys are correct on that. But we don't even know for sure if that's what they did and made a mistake by thinking it was Rami. We're not even entirely sure that's 100% true.
Can I tell you something? Rami came on live. I believe it was last night. And I didn't know I was still subscribed to his first. I guess it'd be his second channel, Predator Catcher
Alliance, right?
I don't want to say it, but I got a notification. I was like, "What?" You know, and he was on there, and he literally admitted because he says he's going to start over with a new channel, and he said that his other channel got taken down because of the Hudson River. He literally just said it on.
He admitted it himself, and he wants to go back to like the Walmart catches that like the OG, you know, nothing crazy. I mean, honestly, that's how it should be.
Ghost hunters and stuff like that.
But he wants to be a YouTuber. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a YouTuber, but then you can't call yourself a catcher and then like prioritize other things. You really can't.
I mean, if you
There's
no,
no
I
way
agree.
around
I agree. If there would be a YouTuber who done catches before, kind of like I don't know, Cassidy Campbell isn't really primarily a catcher, but he has done catches, you know. So I wouldn't consider him a catcher. But I mean, even if that's true, it's fine. Like I don't see anything wrong with that. And if he
literally, if he went back to the Walmart catches and just did things by the book and like did nothing extravagant that makes the rest of the community look bad, then fuck it, go at him, bro. Get these guys locked up. Do your best.
But even doing it basic terms on Walmart catches, like doing it very fundamentally, is still the same shit in the law's eyes. It's still being vigilantes. I mean, it really doesn't make too much of a difference. They still see that as being vigilantes.
Well, okay, so but you make a better case for yourself.
Can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah.
No, that's not being a vigilante. A vigilante is literally somebody that literally takes the law into their own hands.
Yeah, so, no, I'm not calling them a vigilante. I'm saying that's what the law sees them as. They're not vigilantes. They're not vigilantes, but that's the law calls them that. They see it as that.
Yeah, that's true. The media does too, unfortunately.
Okay, so the police have this preconceived notion that let's just say for a minute here, let's entertain the notion that say the police have this preconceived idea that catchers are vigilantes, right? So how do you make a better case for yourself? By conducting an interview, by gathering as much evidence as possible, and then sending them on their way, or calling the cops and getting them locked up, or by throwing someone in the Hudson River?
It seems that no matter what we do, they don't want us to do it. Even though we're not breaking. Well, I'm saying we're like I'm a catcher. I'm not a catcher, but even though they're not breaking any laws, they're not gonna. It doesn't matter how professional you conduct it, how nice you conduct it, how much organized your evidence you give them. They're not gonna accept it.
They're not that like these things. It does matter. Like okay, here's the. I feel like you have like I just want to say like I feel like you have like a very black and white way of thinking about things, and it's just like there's never gonna. And I'm just gonna say like they just never work. There's never gonna work with us, or they're always gonna work with us. And literally in the same state of like a different city or whatever, like right next to another right next to another county where I saw a person plead guilty, they said that we can't ever take your evidence. It's like it varies, and sometimes they do work with us, and they'll cite the way you do it, and it does matter. It's like you can't be like, oh, they're never gonna take it seriously, so let's just like I guess hit them with bats. I mean, I don't see like any line at all with that, or doing it the right way. The right way is pushing the needle towards having this kind of investigative journalism done in a legitimate way, and we're gonna win that fight in the long run because of people doing it the right way and not people like Rami doing it the wrong way.
But the catching community isn't cops. We're gonna expose them. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, so a cop that conducts his own sting, okay, they has pretend before YouTube was even invented. There's no internet. When they conduct their own stings, they get a slap on the wrist. They get put on the registry. Maybe they get let out, within a year or less than that, and they're out to reoffend. It's
But
really
then
not.
that's what
But then
that's what the video is for, bro.
no, I'm saying, but before YouTube was even on, now you got YouTube that's here now, where we got a video sharing platform. Now we got, regular citizens that are doing these things, and they're exposing them. And exposure, if with no arrest and no anything, if they get exposed, and their friends and families and moms and mother-in-laws and exes and mechanics and landlords and employers and all these people, their lives are ruined, and that fucks them more than any fucking one little slap on the wrist fucking charge you can do. Because now they have to watch their back from getting assaulted by everybody. They have to get turned away by restaurant owners. Now I know who you are. Have a nice day. Like their lives are going to be ruined, and I think that's way more harsh than a slap on the wrist where nobody would have even known that they existed in the first place.
Yeah, but I think though that gives you an opportunity.
Hold on. Let me say something real quick. Sorry. No, hey, no. What you're right. What you just said. Everything you just said is exactly true. Except it's even better when they have all that plus spend 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years in prison. It makes it even that much better.
They're in protective custody, bro.
I know.
Okay, but here's my response to that though, is like, let's say that we can actually use this whole thing as like a probe to the system, right? So it's not a real kid, to then say, hey, this is a video of a person there to meet a 14-year-old, whatever it is, and then put up to everyone, the public, that this is illegal. Like, like not legal, but like this is like, this will only get like 1 year, 2 years in prison or whatever, something very late. And then that can mobilize us politically to create harsher sentences. That's how we do it.
Yeah,
so we can change that.
So that's what the video is for. That's what the video serves its purpose. And you don't have to go the extra 2 miles by sample A, making someone jump into the Hudson River or do any of other like extravagant shit. No one. So like literally. So by your logic, okay. So police don't work with us. Blah 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 blah. Okay, police don't work with us. Okay, what's the next resort? The video. The video spreads out. The video is seen. People can clearly see he's being shamed for, trying to meet up with a minor. It gets to his families, gets to his employers, gets to everyone in the near vicinity of where he lives. He gets shamed. His life is ruined, and notice the common missing fact, the missing denominator in that whole spiel I just made is no one got chucked into the Hudson River, and it's the same effect. Like
you're right, except you have it in the wrong order, because I don't think they don't work with us and they're not going to work with us. So let's go to shaming or exposing. I think exposing is more effective, and then second would be an arrest. An arrest is like a bonus, but whether they do or don't, I really don't care, because if there wasn't any exposing and putting them up on blast for everyone to see, and they just got arrested and they quietly go into jail, into PC for 1 or 2 years, and then they're on the registry list, but they're ready to reoffend because nobody knows. To me, exposure is more crucial than any punishment, because if you look at the registry, it's extremely outdated. It's hard to navigate. They don't even have pictures and shit. NetPred, I know there's some things going on with NetPredator, but NetPredator has a really great idea. And the reason why having his could be like the go-to registry for everybody, and the reason why it's extremely important is because he has people on there who are down to do shit with little kids, but they're not blips on the radar. They've never been arrested, but yet they're sending nasty shit to little kids, and they're down to meet up with them, and they get away with it. And the cops even show up there and still let them go. But now they have a place to go to. You can go on the NetPredator list and get all these people who are up there. I mean, to me, exposure is far more effective than any arrest. So you had the logic by my logic correct, except I think instead of the going to the police and then this is the next best thing, I think exposures should be first, and then the next best thing would be an arrest would be a bonus. But still, it's really You know,
So here's what I say to that. So according to you, exposure is key and is priority. So
yeah.
so that guy, quote unquote, being exposed for ruining a minor's life, like
For corrupting them.
okay, obviously, like that guy. So now that guy trying to be exposed for attempting to ruin a child's life. Now that video is taken down off of YouTube, and now he's no longer being exposed. Now his face is no longer out there. Why?
You could still go on NetPred and it'll still have all his information.
Wait, come again? I can't. It's difficult to hear.
Like I don't know if NetPred would be allowed to put on a video that's been deleted or whatever, but he would still be able to put the information up on there and maybe even still pics images from the video. But he's not gone forever off the internet, you know. So that's why.
Know his name? Do you know the guy's name?
Which guy?
The guy who chucked in the Hudson River. Do you know his name? Do you know where he lives? Do you know him?
I haven't looked up on it, but if NetPredator were to kind of you know, I don't know how much game he's on it, but if he were to have a dedicated, you know, website with multiple people, because I know it takes a lot of time, that would get on these catches immediately, find out their names and all that, it wouldn't be that hard to put it up there. You just don't have that.
So I'm actively encouraging anyone to go try and find this guy's name if they can find it, because honestly, like either way, it's like you either A, don't find it and prove my point, or either A, you find it.
I can screenshot it. I can screenshot his face on the video, and I can screenshot his face on the thing and put it up on the PvP. What he uses to do a face analyzation, and yeah, I'm sure I can get it if I really try.
Okay, fine.
Like
go
the
for
question,
it. Go for it.
The question is like, why is it that like Predators getting a slap on the wrist is so like law that like it can't, as if it like can't ever change in the future? I think not only should we expose the Predators, we should expose the system, and then we change the system. You know, it's like, I think if we just say and be cynical that it can't change. It's like, it's the law of nature that pedophiles are just gonna get slapped on the wrist, then we gave up already, and we shouldn't give up, because we could actually change the system where predators could be in prison as long as they should, which should probably be for life.
The system is broken. There's no way that we're gonna ever change it anytime soon effectively enough for us to just, you know, kind of try to say it's not gonna change. I mean, people smoke a blunt in front of a shop or something and they get years for that shit. There's somebody who did who I believe it's 45 years to life for a non-violent crime. There's people who've been put up on death row who never killed anybody, and they know this. I mean, the system is just so fucked up. There's no way we're gonna change it, and they're definitely not gonna listen to a bunch of what they view vigilante catchers. It's just not gonna happen. So
that's not true.
It's not gonna happen. There's no way. There's no way that they're ever gonna do that. I don't see any progress on it whatsoever.
Gets thrown around so much. We're vigilante, but like, bro, we're not fucking Batman going around beating these guys up or like.
I agree.
Killing them. So the word vigilante gets thrown around so much
by the popo and by media.
Vigilante, like, you want to see a vigilante? Yo, the day someone decides to put on a silly costume, I mean, I'm as much of a nerd as I am. The day someone decides,
somebody's already trying to do that though.
The day someone decides to put on a silly costume and go around like either killing these guys or beating them up and then dropping them off at the police station, then you can use the word vigilante. Now, no, don't even say it.
No, I'm not calling them vigilante if that's what you're.
No. I'm talking in general, like to the police. Literally, the moment someone decides to dress up and start beating these guys up, then yeah, use the word vigilantes. Now with investigative journalism, don't confuse investigative journalism for vigilantism, because that's just not true. It really isn't. Factually, any way you look at it, it is not one and the same thing. So your argument is invalid. The police's argument is invalid.
Right. So and supposedly actual journalisms and investigators, quote unquote, actually are the ones that report us as or the catching community and catchers as vigilantes and people who are sympathized with like, okay, if you go on Reddit and you just type in like, you know, YouTube predator catchers and go through the comments, 99% of them, 95% of them, they all diss the predator catchers. They're all sympathizers. And they're all saying that we're doing shit wrong, like that guy, that Fox guy. I mean, they criticize us, not in a healthy light either. It's basically those are people that are giving us the bad light. I mean, and then you have things like the MAP community. Like, there's just so many factors that are against us, and there's really not much we're gonna do by winning the hearts of people just by being nice.
Remind me, what does MAP stand for? I'm seriously.
Minor attractive people.
Oh,
minor attracted, and Envy Cat, he was in a chat with me. There's a few other people. Ray was, there's a few other people that were in this chat because and I created this this group chat on Instagram, so specifically so people can see how real this shit is. Because I mean, that's another threat. That's a whole another topic. I don't want to get too off topic, but there's just a lot of things that are against the predator catching community, and I don't think that what Rami did specifically is going to affect the predator catching community in a negative way, but it is going to get himself in trouble, and that's not good. But I just don't see too much evidence as it's gonna fuck up the predator catching community. I mean,
Well, like, okay, well, what I'm saying is, I feel like, again, like, a lot of these statements, like, all they're gonna do, everyone, it's all black and white. It's like saying that no matter what, we're all gonna be considered vigilantes. That's not true. Like, I've like doing actual catches and like having interactions with law enforcement. They said, well, I almost can't like say it because like there is kind of like a rule for them to not necessarily encourage it, but like that it is appreciated the way we do it, where we do it in kind of more of like a technical interview kind of way, and not like not an aggressive way, and it does take notice, and like from my interactions with the system, because of actually doing catches and everything, I can see the system can change.
well, if they do take notice, then why are they so reluctant to say, "Hey, you guys did a good job"? Just like you said right now, you said that they can't really say it out loud. Like if it was going to take notice, then they wouldn't be so reluctant and
Okay,
so secretive, or even take credit for it too. They even take credit for some catches sometimes.
Guys, can I say something?
kind of did actually. Though,
Quiet. I've been real quiet. Can I just say something? I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to say something. Because let me just say this. Let me just answer both of your questions. It's because it depends which jurisdiction you're in, what state, city, county, etc. It depends how those cops act. You still got cops that do the right thing, that want to help us like they're supposed to do, serve and protect. Then there's the cops that don't give a crap about us, honestly, and they're just doing their job. They're clocking in, they're doing their job. They don't care whose lives they may or may not ruin and extort, etc. And they go home. And then there's the ones in between and all that stuff. So it starts with one step at a time. I was like, wasn't on camera here, but yeah, it starts with one step at a time. And I hate to go back this far, but when Shane, excuse me, Ignat, what's he called, Nito? You guys call Nito, right? The Pop
Right.
Squad guys for Shane, but
Right.
I don't get his name. But Nito, he actually, his second time he went to Tennessee, he actually finally got the law where they get chemical castration. And it's actually there. And it may not seem that big, but it's one small step. Does that make any sense? So
it does.
and
It
now
does.
predator catchers coming out, including myself. I mean, I'm new. I did it because it was my job back in the day. I put them in jail. I booked them into jail, but that was my job. But now doing it like this, but there's more and more coming out now. And guess what? If you hear it from like a lot of people, and Ryan will tell you, like Musa, like he can hardly find anybody in his area because they're scared to come out. And
That's
I hear
great.
that from a lot of the catchers, and that's a good thing because
Right.
they are afraid. Same with DAP up there in that little
Ohio.
town, I think.
Right.
Yeah, they hardly catch anybody there anymore because they know DAP's going to get you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
So
it
my
does make
my
a
response
difference.
my response to that is as far as like the certain what is it called jurisdictions and all that, we're talking about federal law. It should be federally, it should be a hard sentence federally, so that it wouldn't matter about districts. And as far as chemical castration, that's really not a step in anywhere, because they can still sexually assault a kid with their mouth. They can still sexually assault kids with their words. So
That's true.
I don't think chemical castration is going to do much. It'd be cool, but it's not going to help the problem. And the thing that's going to help the problem, like you said, is DAP is in his area, Musa in his area. I think I mentioned this to NV Cap not too long ago about or I mentioned it to somebody, but they should have these bots. They should. I don't know if anybody knows computer programming, but they should have these bots where as soon as somebody starts saying some shit on Xbox Live, or they start talking nasty or certain words, a bot should go and start chatting with them. And it should be a sexual bot, and the bot should get all this information. And as soon as it should automatically forward to them, and bam, they'll be at their house and shit. Like, you know how much that would prevent fucking, and then everyone would be scared. I mean, there's way, and I'm sure we have the technology to do things like that. But I think the key is prevention and exposure, and people already know that they're gonna go get locked up if they fuck around with a kid or if they do anything, but they get away with it, they get caught, they get a slap on the wrist and they're gone. And now predator catchers are in the area, and that's preventing them. That's why I think exposure to having exposure and all this shit is way more important and way more effective than any law has ever been. That's why this whole movement is so special, because it's for the first time in history we have a chance to have an effective hit against people who do nasty shit to kids. I have 3 kids, 12, 10, and 8, and that's sometimes these people are going after that age, and it doesn't even take just meeting up with them. All it takes is telling them some nasty shit that they never heard of before, and damn,
we
they're
talked
corrupt.
about that, Koopa, and I thought that was a brilliant idea, bro. Like, there's ways to come up with programs like that. I mean, it would be a big what do they call that? Like a big thing to do, like a big taking in. Like it would be a huge job. There'd be lots to do, but like that's a brilliant idea, bro. Like
I think that'll be the route to go.
The question though, just from before, where you were saying, like, why is it law enforcement needs to like kind of not, encourage it? Easily, I can tell you why they shouldn't encourage it, because law enforcement is, as an institution, needs to promote public safety. And something, I'm just gonna, admit,
right,
is, predator catching is dangerous, and the danger can only be minimized, even no matter how well you do it. And it's just like, it's a risk that it can only really be minimized. So so an institution responsible for public safety cannot be responsible as a message saying that, oh, this is the thing to do, this is to be encouraged. They can't really do that. They can maybe what I think they could do is they could say that these witnesses gave us useful information, and that may have led to successful prosecution, but without condoning the exact activities of the witness, because they just simply can't, because they're as an institution, they're responsible for public safety. So it's just, we need to have institutions that are responsible for public safety. And I would even say that this isn't for everyone. This is not for everyone. And if anything, they kind of have a role to say that. But as far as saying that the system is like totally botched, I would say that the wheels are turning, and there's a lot of hope. Like I see with I'll be in one police station, I'll be like, I can't believe what I just heard, and then I'll go to another police station, and I'm just very reassured of everything they did. Like one time I was gonna catch Alex, and he was arrested on the spot because of like the suspicion of it. He got like charged with a bunch of stuff, and it's just like, when people are doing it the right way, it does change things, and the system can change, and there's a lot to do, and it can be changed. It really can.
We can skip all this. I mean, we can. This is going to be relevant only for a time being. It's like on the Mario game when you in the very, what is it, the 2nd level, and then you can get to a warp and go like to the 8th level. We're going to be able to skip all this, and what I mean by that is the way to go is these bots. I mean, that's technology, because it's not, like you said, they have to promote public safety. There's no way that they're ever gonna like look at us and see what we're doing, the difference we make. There's no way, and it's actually unnecessary until we get that because the technology for bots and all that, they're not hard. If you go on Chatterbot, or if you go on this they have a sassy bot that talks shit to you. Like I went there and I on the website, and I chatted with one of these bots as intellectually as I can, just to test it, and they're actually quite good. They say some things, and the point of them having these websites is because they want companies who are shopping around for automated bots to see if this bot can fit your company, and if it does, you buy it, and then you have these bots that are talking to people and all that. But if they really put their minds to it and they made like a sexual bot or something that could talk with pedos, then they can sell these to Microsoft. They can sell these to all these things, and then that's it. And then it'll automatically send information to the FBI and whatever they need to do. I mean, this is really like they just need to put some time and a little bit of money into it instead of some other things. But the predator catching thing is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful concept, and it's something that we can hold to save children and prevent all this shit for now. But technologies is really the way to go. And these automated bots, I think, are literally the answer, because once they hear that people are getting arrested for these sexual bots, and that it's a thing, and this and that, no one's gonna want to do that and talk to a person. So that's gonna take care of the online predators. Then we're gonna have to worry about predators in person. But until then, the online predators, which is getting the most victims, that's the answer. That's the way to go right there. I'm not a computer programmer, but that's the way to go. I mean, I think that that's the best, most safest way to minimize any risk to actual catchers and to minimize any incidents of them talking to actual minors.
All right, guys, before I go, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to get out of here pretty quick, but I want to say a couple things. Hey, listen, I don't know who has kids and who doesn't, but I have 4 kids. One's in heaven, and he died in 2010. He was 17. Unfortunately, he passed away. But I have 3 daughters that are grown up, and I have 4 grandkids. And I've been watching the catcher videos for quite a while now, a couple years, and I'll admit I've cried a couple times because I think to myself, what if that was, my kids, or what if that was my grandkids, and et cetera, et cetera. And it really bothers me. And also seeing how many is out there, it's just mind boggling because I remember when Chris Hansen, and I'm not going to get to what I don't, with him, I'm just saying when he come out with that show, I was already married and had kids and all that good stuff and everything when that came out. And that was a wake up call. But it wasn't until I saw Shane and Anxiety Ward, Zach, and then Alex and everybody else, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And there's so many of them. It's like, well, how many? I almost can. When I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, you were supposed to profile people. That's part of your job as a law enforcement or a security guard or whatever your job. You're supposed to profile people. Nowadays, it's like taboo to profile because they say you're racist. You know what I mean?
Nah, they profile like a motherfucker. It don't matter.
Oh yeah, you have to. But watching the predator catching videos and stuff, especially, I'll be somewhere and I'd be like, oh my God, there's a predator right there. This is dude way back in the parking lot on his phone, and I'm probably, I may be right, but I could be wrong, of course, too, But it does keep you, it does give you an awareness, you know what I mean? So the viewers like myself, currently a viewer, hopefully soon to be a catcher, etc. As a viewer, we see that, and it makes us more aware about our own children, you know what I mean? Or other people's children, or just our surroundings. Does that make sense? And I think it's good all around. And unfortunately, a lot of the media, and unfortunately, yes, some police and some people, they want to look at us in a bad way. And it's sad. It really is. And I honestly will say that if the cussing was cut to probably nothing, or at least cut way down, they would probably look at us a little bit different. I'm just being honest about that, But yeah, it's tough to win. You can't win them all.
Right.
I'm going to try to be as PG as possible when I do it. I mean, whether it'll work or not, I don't know. Whether I'll be able to handle it at that level or not, I don't know yet. I guess I'll have to wait and find out. But I'm going to try, But I'm not going to pull the Chris Hansen thing, the blank and the blank and the blank and the blank, because that just sounds stupid. But you know what I mean.
Right. No, I feel you, man.
All right, on that note,
All right, bro.
I'm out of here. I have fucking work to do. I have fucking final work to do. The semester's 2 days away from being over, so I gotta get out of here. I gotta hustle this one out. Take care.
Take care, man.
All right, man.
Okay, Red Hood.
And real fast, I meant no disrespect to you, Red Hood. I appreciate your freedom of speech and telling it, how you feel and everything. Don't hold back.
Let bygones be. Like I said, I'll say this before I go. There was I think Laura's her name. She came into my channel when I was railing on Tommy, and she came in, hey, I'm a Tommy supporter, because A, B, and C, and I'm like, okay. I mean, she's not going around here insulting like my fans or insulting me or talking reckless. Like, she's just saying, hey, I like Tommy because A, B, and C. And I told her, hey, I don't like Tommy. I hate Tommy because A, B, and C. And we had a dialogue. We had a dialogue, and hey, I mean, hey, so long as we have a dialogue, I mean, we could let bygones be bygones. Honestly, in my book.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, just so you guys know, peace to everybody here. I have nothing against anybody here. You guys
Yeah.
are my friends, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
So
as
just
long
so
as we
everybody knows
talk,
that.
as long as there's dialogue, honestly, and so we can further better understand each other.
Yep.
And I think that's the key. That's the way to go.
Yeah, that's why I never
agree.
that's why I never censor anyone. I just have people like, I knew it was gonna get a little bit kind of crazy a little bit in the beginning, but I just had both of them on and just have the conversation, Like that's better.
Ryan, we're all
You'd
gonna
be
censor you
surprised.
one day, honestly.
The more
Oh, what's that?
uncensored, the less trolls you'll eventually have because they're like, well, I can't really troll in here because they don't respond to my bullshit. You see
Right.
what I mean? So the no censorship is actually better, anyways, when it comes to that too. So unless of course they dox you or they threaten to do bodily injury, harm, death, whatever. So that's different. But everything else,
Right. Well, I do appreciate the discussion, fellas. I really do. And hopefully we can do this again real soon.
So,
Yep,
all you
definitely.
guys have a good night.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right, bro. All right, I'm out.
Peace.
Peace out.
Shit. Are you frozen? No. Yo, Express. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
up,
so
Ryan?
yo, what up? Yeah, so end off the stream tonight. Yeah, every night.
What the fuck?
What?
You ended the motherfucker? Y'all come over to my house. Y'all come over to Big Rob's fucking live. Y'all see how we do it. Get over here.
All right, he's good.
Let's do it.
He's out.
Yeah, let's stop the chat. Then there was one. Yep. Yeah, so it was a basement live. Very rare when there are basement lives. Yeah, I can't even talk. I'm too delirious. I gotta go to sleep. Yeah. But salute. Get on the live. Okay. I hit this button. That's what I was looking for.